On Thursday, President Trump announced that he's creating a new White House faith office, and he also signed a new executive order to establish a new task force to be led by Attorney General Pam Bondi, and that is to, quote, eradicate all anti-Christian bias within federal agencies. Here's his announcement this morning. Watch.
The head of a task force, brand new, to eradicate anti-Christian bias. About time, right? Anti-Christian, to immediately halt all forms of anti-Christian targeting and discrimination within the federal government.
President Trump was speaking at two prayer breakfasts this morning, and he also talked about his own faith. He says surviving the first assassination attempt strengthened his faith and changed him. He also emphasized that religion needs to play a more important role in the nation. Watch.
That God did that. I mean, it had to be. The chances of turning, there's no reason to turn to the right. It changed something in me. I feel even stronger. I believed in God, but I feel much more strongly about it. Something happened. We have to make religion a much more important factor now. Our job is just going to be much easier. It unifies people. It brings people together.
And there are more actions. The White House confirmed to NTD that President Trump today also signed an executive memorandum to review all funding going out to non-governmental organizations or NGOs, especially those who depend on the federal government. The White House told us that they have reviewed funding, for example, being distributed by the USAID, and realized that millions of dollars are going out to fund programs related to DEI, transgenderism, as well as LGBTQ initiatives. And the goal of that review is to, quote, ensure the best use of American taxpayer dollars. And Trump also signed another executive order to impose sanctions on the International Criminal Court, or ICC, and that is as administrations accusing it of unfairly targeting the U.S. and Israel. The ICC last year issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Meanwhile, this set of actions comes as Israeli Prime Minister is visiting Washington this week and just met with Trump at the White House earlier this week. And Trump is also clarifying his plan for the U.S. to take over Gaza this morning, posting on Truth Social, saying that the Gaza Strip will be, quote, turned over to the U.S. by Israel at the conclusion of the fighting there. He also asked that the U.S. will work with regional partners to begin the construction of what would become, quote, one of the greatest and most spectacular developments of its kind on Earth. Meanwhile, President Trump is still emphasizing, though, that the U.S. will not send troops to the region, adding that what it's doing is to ensure regional stability.